Mechanics. Now, BRM were Britain's first Formula One team. They entered Formula One back in 1950 with that fabulous V16 car, but it wasn't until 1962 that they won both the Drivers' World Championship and the Constructors' Championship, and we've got the car here. The first thing you notice when you get up close is this bulbous orange painted section. Now, it didn't always run with those, but the reason they painted these sections in, Lotus used a slightly different colour, McLaren used a different colour, was so that the mechanics, if the car needed to come in for the pits, they could identify the car nice and clearly. What you can't see underneath in here, but we'll get a little bit of a look inside the cockpit, is actually the driver sits here, but these bulbous sections here and above the top of the thighs there were actually the fuel tanks. So the driver's actually sitting inside an aluminium fuel tank. It's very safe to say that driving Grand Prix cars during this period of time was incredibly dangerous. This is a V8, 1.5 litre V8 engine that this car uses. And if we look at the way the suspension geometry is set up, if you're someone who is really into engineering, you're probably thinking, oh my word, why are we at such angles? Well, remember, we're in the early days of experimenting with the engine and the gearbox and the differential all being at the back of the car. So the suspension geometry does look a little bit wayward. However, it was very effective. It's been an absolute pleasure being able to show you all of the detail on this stunning BRM. Remember, this was Graham Hill's World Championship winning car from 1962. And what I really want you to do is tune in for our next video, because we're going to look at his son Damon Hill's Formula One car, the Williams FW18 that he won the World Championship with back in 1996.